Hi, love. If you've been feeling a little lost lately, I want to offer you a different possibility. Maybe you are not lost at all. Maybe you're in a crossing. Maybe the old era of your life doesn't quite fit anymore, but the new one hasn't fully revealed itself either. And if that's where you are, I want you to know nothing is wrong with you. You are not behind. You are not broken. You are in the fog before your next becoming. Today, I'm going to guide you through a gentle, creative visualization to help you turn down the noise, clear what's not yours to carry, and listen for the whisper of your next era. Not the whole plan, not the full bridge, just the whisper, the next tiny thread of truth, the next little body yes, the next place your soul is already calling you forward. Before we begin, make sure you're somewhere safe and comfortable. Please don't listen to this while you're driving. You can sit, lie down, have a journal nearby, or simply receive. And as always, take what serves and leave the rest. If we're just meeting, I'm Desirée Dunbar, the creatress of the Secret Garden Society, founder of Charmed, for sensitive, creative women who are ready to stop living from people-pleasing, proving, and everyone else's comfort and begin creating a life that actually feels like their own. My background is in dance, choreography, and embodied transformation. I have an MFA in choreography. I've taught Martha Graham-based technique, and I've shared movement, healing, and creative practice with thousands of women through studios, classrooms, stages, women's circles from North America to London to Paris. And what I know is this: most women do not need more pressure. They do not need another voice telling them to just try harder. They need a sacred pause. A place to come back to the body, a place to remember what's true, a place to hear the whisper underneath all the noise. So let's begin. Let your body settle. Allow your shoulders to soften, relaxing jaw, and even relaxing the space behind your eyes. Take a slow breath in, letting it out, maybe even a sigh, breathing in and breathing out. There's nothing to perform or show here. There's nothing to prove. There's nothing to problem solve in this moment or figure out. It's just this moment, just this breath, just this little doorway back to yourself. And grounding. So often we talk about being grounded, but how do we actually visualize this? Notice the soles of your feet, whether they're touching the ground or not. And then invite earth energy from the earth to rise up into your feet and let it travel up your legs to your knees, grounded and calm, supported, up your thighs to the pelvis, welcoming this grounding energy from Gaia or Mother Earth. In every culture, the earth is a mother. And so there's this deep, unconditional love from an infinite source. Allow this grounding energy to continue to rise through the whole body, whole body. And grounding can actually be a two-way system. Just like a tree, a plant would take this nourishment up its roots, it would also release any byproducts from this process down and out those same roots back to the earth to release. We can imagine we're doing the same, that the earth energy comes up and grounds, feeling calm, feeling wonderful, and then releasing out what doesn't serve you in this moment, out your roots, out the soles of your feet. And just breathing and noticing, not forcing or trying to make this happen from the intellect. Whatever your experience is just perfect. Just perfect. Breathing and allowing. You are already remembering that you belong. You belong to the earth. You belong to your body. You belong to your own life, a life of your own creation, a life worth living, your most charmed life. And imagining now this very gentle, sacred flame in front of you. Perhaps it's like a bonfire. Bon meaning good, a good fire, a sacred fire. And the flames are of this violet hue, light purples, dark purples, perhaps magenta coals. And this violet hue light begins to glow and pulse outwards from the bonfire. And some of this light frequency begins to flow towards you, dancing gently around your body. It is soft and luminous. It is wise. Let this color touch the edges of your body, around your shoulders, heart, belly, down the back of the spine, even around your hands, to your throat, to the back of the neck, and anywhere else it wants to flow. And allow it to begin to clear anything that is not yours to carry. Other people's expectations of you, old roles, old guilt, any pressure to be good or pressure to even just keep the peace. The pressure to hold everything together. The violet flame begins to draw away the pressure to make everyone else comfortable before you listen to yourself. Draws away any patterns of overriding what you know to be true, forcing the body when it's actually inviting you to slow and pause. You don't have to name every pattern or story here, and you don't have to fix your whole life in this moment. Just allowing this violet healing flame to gently return you to yourself. Breathing, deep breaths, sighs again. A kind of a sacred sigh that releases tension, brings some sound to how you're feeling. And now imagine yourself standing at the edge of a secret garden path. Perhaps there's mist around you, or a mist that even becomes a thicker fog. And this is okay. We allow for this fog. The fog is welcome here. The fog that even brings our attention inwards as opposed to a wide spanning vision to look forward. There's power in coming inwards. There's power in seeking, inviting clarity. It's a contemplation. Fog isn't proof that you're failing. Fog actually means the next era of your life just hasn't fully formed yet. And somewhere inside this fog, there is a whisper. Not a shout, not this gigantic life plan, not even an answer you have to tell anyone about or explain to anybody. It's just this tiny whisper inside of you. And this tiny whisper from your own self, your own soul, is so real. And it's a tiny thread that will guide you. It might feel like a body, yes, or a little spark of knowing. So gently asking, what is whispering to me now? What is whispering to me now? Then listen. Maybe it's a word. Maybe it's an image. Maybe it's a feeling or a longing that you've been dismissing. Maybe it's a truth you already know. Maybe it's very small. Let it be small. Small is sacred. Now gently ask, what am I being called towards now? What am I being called towards now? Not the thing that would impress anybody, or not what would make everyone else comfortable. Not what makes the most sense on paper, but what is quietly and very honestly calling to me. And now ask, what is one tiny brave step I could take towards this? What is one tiny brave step I could take towards this? Not the whole bridge to your next era in 10 years, not the perfect plan, just this first slat on a bridge of the crossing towards this era. One tiny brave step. This could look like one conversation, one decision, one boundary, one page written, one walk taken, one room cleared, one truth spoken, One full body yes, one full body no. Let the step be small, tiny enough that your body can believe you. Now, my love, bringing one hand to your heart, if that feels good and possible. And allow yourself to receive whatever came, even if it was subtle, even if it was strange, or if your mind says that wasn't enough. Trust it. It was enough. The whisper often arrives so quietly, and you can return to it. You can journal with it, walk with it, keep listening to hear it speaking. Take a breath, breathing in from the plants and trees in your home or around you, in parks or in your yard. And then when you breathe out, give back to the plants and trees exactly what they need. Taking in the fresh air and exhaling back to the plants and trees what they need. And with your next inhale, feel your roots, feel that grounding, feel your body. And then exhale, releasing out your roots, extra energy, stress, anything you don't need. Notice the room around you, perhaps opening your eyes, looking around the room, even naming a few things to yourself. And when you're ready, gently begin to come back to this place, this time, this reality. Wiggle your fingers, shrug your shoulders, and let your eyes open if they were closed. Beautiful. Noticing and witnessing what occurred for you. Maybe something felt like it opened, or you heard a word, you saw an image. Maybe you just felt a little bit more. You were given space to feel, and that counts. This, my love, is the beginning of the map, our charmed life map, because your life has been speaking to you all along. Through the mountains you've climbed, through the seasons you've survived, through the fog you have stood in, through the quiet whispers that kept calling you forward. And when you begin to name where you are, clarity starts to return. If something opened for you here, I'd love for you to comment map below as a kind of little declaration, typing the word map below, and then click the link in the description or a pinned comment here to join me for the next free My Charmed Life Map workshop. Inside this live or in the replay workshop, we'll go deeper with this. We will map the mountains you've climbed, the fog you may be standing in now, the whisper of what's next, and the tiny brave step calling you forward. Because again, you are not lost. You are in what I call a crossing, and you do not have to cross alone. If this supported you, please like this video, subscribe, and share it with a woman who may be standing in the fog before her next era. Sending you so much love today, my friend. I will see you next time in the garden.